Oh my lord, I need you to stop vibrating. I just weighed everything out and was talking to you guys for like a couple minutes and realized that I wasn't recording. I said that completely wrong. Really was not expecting to do so, but it makes me very happy that I did. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna work on bringing my crochet spark back. Lately, I have just been so over crocheting because all I do crochet wise is just make stuffed animals, and I've been doing that for what, almost 3 years? Yeah, I think this is my third holiday market. Yeah, because my first year I did absolutely amazing. Last year, because I'm assuming because of the whole stupid election, I don't care about politics. Please don't leave it down in my comments. I'm not going to respond. I don't care. But because of the whole politics going on, I feel like a lot of people stopped spending money, so I did not have a good holiday last year. And then this year, it's still been quite slow. And I think because it's been almost 2 years of it being consistently slow at my markets especially, I just haven't had any motivation to really crochet that much. So if I don't sell a lot at my markets, I'm really not crocheting. And that really affects my social media, because if I'm not making crochet stuffed animals, there's nothing for me to record and make reels out of. So something really needs to change. I think I just want to branch out to a lot more things, like crocheting clothes, maybe some tapestries, as well as maybe some more bags. Just truly expand my whole crochet horizon, because I've really only crocheted stuffed animals for the past 3 years. So I need to branch out, and just honestly the idea of doing that has made me want to crochet more. Like my weekly calendar, I've actually planned out the week and how much of what item I really want to do. Every day I have something that I plan on making. The past couple weeks I don't have the urge to plan, because it's just in my brain all the plushies are just oversaturated. Nothing really catches my eye and I'm just kind of over it. But I mean, I still have to make stuffed animals because of my markets. I did yesterday. Today is Wednesday, October 15th. So yesterday, which was Tuesday the 14th of October, I did crochet all of the stuffed animals that I needed to get done. Luckily most of them were all minis, so I was able to get them done all in one day. I did have one chicken that was a big one. Also a commission that I did add in there as well, just so again all of those plushies were completely out of the way. Sorry. A little hot chocolate ASMR, I guess. So for the rest of the week, I do plan on making some Boleros, some market bags, some book covers, as well as some bookmarks, and then some keychains. I do plan on bringing tapestries as well, but those take quite a while to make. Hopefully I can push that back to next week and we can deal with that later. This is most likely going to be either a 2 or 3 part series. I want to have a decent amount of stuff to bring out and not just like a couple things out of each category. I want to have a decent amount of things in each category. So I'm hoping within the next 3 weeks of October I can crank out as much as possible. Again, my markets just have been really slow, and I'm kind of expecting that to happen probably until closer to Christmas time, which is where people will spend more for gifts. I think 3 weeks gives me a decent amount of time to make a decent amount of things. I don't want to put any limitations. If there's something that I want to make, I will make it. Scratch the no limitations, actually, because I don't want to make anything crazy intricate to where I can no longer price my items for what I am okay with pricing. At the moment, my plushies right now, honestly, all of them are probably about 50% off than what the original price should be. I only charge like half of the amount of hours that I crochet. Like I have bunnies that are only, I think they're at 50 when they take me about 4 hours. If I'm charging my worth, which I do think is more than what McDonald's employees do make, and they're making about $20 an hour now, I would say about $25 for my hourly rate, and for each bunny it would be about $100, not including materials. So realistically, I am not charging for any materials, and I'm not even giving myself a decent amount amount of hourly pay. I do have to keep that into consideration. But all that rambling aside, today we are going to work on some Boleros. I did already make one. I made this one on Sunday, right after my market, because that's when I kind of figured that I would be making more things. Let me try it on for you. So this is what it basically looks like. It does have a little bit of like a bell bottom sleeve. I am going to seam this, so right now it is a little bit shorter than personally what I would like. So, and this is going to be a size small. I'm really just going to do probably size medium small, a medium large, maybe even an extra large. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. This is really just all experimental and hoping that sales will go up, as well as just me wanting to crochet. Hopefully that will also spark again, because this is my business and I would like to be able to keep crocheting as long as possible, because this is truly something that I do enjoy. It's just I haven't been able to enjoy it as much as I did when I first started to crochet. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and make 2 more of these is what I'm kind of thinking right now. If I have time, maybe a 3rd one. These are the colors that I am planning on working on today. So this is just like a dark brown and then almost like a goldish sunflower yellow. These actually look really good together. I really do like it, but it's just gonna be 2 separate ones. This pattern is from Kane. She actually has a YouTube tutorial on this and it's super easy. I actually really enjoy it. I am gonna time myself today and see how long these actually take. That is something that I probably should be doing a lot more. It's just kind of hard for me because I wouldn't say I don't crochet for long periods of time, but sometimes I do stop in between my plushies and it's kind of hard for me to remember to press start again on my timers, which really is just a me problem. Anyways, let's get started on these 2 Boleros. And tried on this Bolero. I'm making it in a size medium, so it is bigger than the reddish one that I originally made. So I'm thinking about taking a little bit off the armpit area. I'm gonna have to go back a couple rows, which is quite irritating. But I think it'll also be good because I am a little nervous about how much yarn I have left. This is only about 50 grams, but if I do less here, I should have enough to make the sleeves the size that I originally wanted, which will probably be pretty close to like my knuckles, because the small that I made is right up against my wrist. But I just don't like how this is looking, especially how like slouchy and almost too bell-bottomy that it's looking. So I'm gonna rip back some stitches and then redo all of this. Okay, so after what I feel like is an eternity, I actually got this Bolero done. Sorry for all the skin. I don't mean to show you so much of me right now. Thankfully, did end up having quite a bit left. I was very nervous that I wasn't gonna have a lot left because the amount that was used for the smaller Bolero that I showed you earlier was around the same amount, so I was just nervous that I wasn't gonna have enough for this one because it is a bigger one. But this is what it looks like. Like I said, I wanted it to be more so where my knuckles are at, and then it'll grow to a little bit when I do block it. I don't know if I should do this one as the large and then the other one as a medium. I'm usually a medium up top, so maybe this one will be a large, or maybe I'll just make a smaller one for a small. Let me see if I can do a size comparison. This is what it looks like, kind of flattened out. So of course the arms as well as the body is wider and longer, as well as like the size of the arms. You can't really tell underneath, but it is a lot longer. Maybe it should be a medium. Let me try it on one more time. Yeah, I think this one might be a medium. I also did compare this one to this Bolero that my sister gave me. This one's also a medium, so maybe this will be a medium, and then I just have to make a smaller one. So I might pick a different color maybe for the smaller one, because this is quite a lot. Let me see. This is actually probably the right amount to make another big one. So I'm going probably maybe do a lighter color for a smaller one. I think I have one in mind. It's so funny, all these are like the same size. I don't want to do anything that's like too bright. I have a lot of blues that are over there, as you can see. A lot of blues and greens, but I just feel like those won't be grabbed as much. I think I'm gonna use this one. We're gonna use this lighter brown for a smaller one. And it does say it's like the same grams. Oh, now it's saying 66 grams. So I actually don't know if that'll be enough. I don't think so. Oh, Lord. Because when I weigh this one out, this one is 161 versus the large. I know you guys can't really see. You just gotta take my word for it. How is this? Hold on. This doesn't make sense to me. I just weighed everything out and was talking to you guys for like a couple minutes and realized that I wasn't recording. The medium, I'm gonna weigh it out. This one comes to 161 grams, and then the large comes out to be 141 grams. And the reason why I think this is less in grams is because I used a bigger hook, so automatically it makes a stitch bigger than this one. So I feel like that kind of makes sense. Okay, so, and then this lighter brown, 66 grams. I feel like that's not enough for a small, so I'm gonna go ahead with this type of brown, so it's a lot darker than the original one I was thinking about. So with these two balls, 190, I do have a couple of extra skeins of that brown anyways, so even if I wanted to make another Bolero in that brown, I still could. Yeah, we're gonna work with this. Which one has more? This one has 99, so I'm gonna start with this one. So I hope I have enough. I should have enough time to make another one. Right now it is about to be 4. I am gonna take a break. We are going to the Spectrum. I think around 6:30. My husband needs to pick up a dog around there, and then we're probably gonna go get ramen. So I'm gonna take this on the way to the Spectrum, get it started. Probably get started at home. Probably gonna take about 30-minute break anyways. Get started on it today. Hopefully we can finish it today. That big one took me forever. I was struggling on the size for so long, but I'm happy to get it done. I'm happy it's gone. The smaller one should hopefully be a little easier. I don't know. We'll see. I just kind of realized that, oh my lord, I need you to stop vibrating. I just realized I redid my whole small version of the Boleros without telling you guys anything. I did majority of it. I did like the front part, and then I was doing like 3 or 4 rows of the arm. Yesterday I got that all finished, and then when I went to size compare it to the medium, I realized that it's super tiny. Super tiny. More like an extra small. So I'm just redoing it all. Literally made no progress yesterday, but it's okay because today, right now, it is 10:15. I'm gonna work on this right now. Hopefully I can get it somewhat done fast. It was my mistake because my dumb self did not at all think about comparing it to my medium. So that's my fault. We'll do it differently this time. Hopefully we can get it right the first time. And then today, I want to work on some keychains so we can get some of that done today. I think that would be really fun to get some of those done. And then that's kind of it for today. So Bolero, keychains. I'll let you know what type of keychains that we'll be working on later. I want to get this done, so I'm going to do that right now. And then I'll meet back up with you guys in a little bit. So we've got all 3 Boleros completely done. It's 12:06 right now. I can't exactly remember when I started the brown one, but either way, they're all 3 done. Again, these are all the these are all the colors that we made. So this one is a small, medium, and then large. I'm not going to try on the small because the small is a little too tight for me. Also, with the shirt that I'm wearing, because it's long sleeve, it's a little difficult to like move around the Bolero, so just trust me that it is smaller than the medium. So what is next? Actually, so we're going to be doing some keychains now. I want to do some pickles for sure. I just think those would be really cute. I was thinking some sparkly pickles would be pretty cool. So I have this green that has a little bit of sparkles. In total, I'm going to have 12 different types of pickles. I'm just gonna make 2 colors of each. No, I'm sorry, I said that completely wrong. In total, I want to have about 12 different types of keychains and then 2 different colors for each keychain. So I was thinking that green and then just a normal dark green for the pickles. Should I do some bees? I just don't have yellow. Well, I do actually. Okay, we'll do some bees. I again have some sparkly yellow. So yellow. I don't have. I do actually. And I can use this for strawberries too. And I can do. Or should I leave that for strawberries? Or I think this darker one might be cute for strawberries. Okay, so for bees, I was thinking some yellow, and the yellow is a little bit sparkly with some pink bees, so these colors will be for the bees. I'm thinking some chickens. I think some chickens might be cute. So should I do like maybe some brown chickens? Brown and white chickens? I think that might be cute actually. We're gonna do brown and white chickens and then probably some strawberries. I think strawberries would be kind of cute. I am debating between either these colors for the strawberries. So it's gonna be one just normal strawberry and then one dipped strawberry. So I don't know which pink I'm gonna go for. I'm not 100% sure which pink, but we'll deal with that when that time comes. I'll probably do the strawberries last, just so I can figure out which color I want to use. But that's the idea. So in total, about 8 keychains today. Well, 4, 8, 12, 16? About 16 keychains? I don't know. That might be a lot. That might be a lot. We'll see what we do. I want to try to get as many keychains done. In the order that I'm probably going to do the keychains, I'm really excited for the pickles. So we're going to do the pickles first. Probably chickens will be next. Bees, and then strawberries. Yeah, I think that's the goal. The goal is to get all, I think it's 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, so 16 keychains in total. I don't know if I will 100% do that, but that's the goal for today. So I did quickly just want to make the keychain really quickly, and I think they're so cute. I'm debating on adding blush. I think I might add blush. Oh my god, he keeps moving to the side. But he's super tiny pickle. I think he's really cute. I did go ahead and add eyes. But yeah, I'm thinking about adding blush to him. I did want to go ahead and just quickly whip up one of them. I'm pretty happy with it. I am using the pattern by Naughty Mouse Crochet. It's a free pickle pattern. I did modify it just a little bit. Instead of doing 5 single stitches in the magic ring, I did 5, so I just added extra couple stitches to the total amount that is used in this pattern, just because I want them a little bit chunkier. So still a great pattern. I love it. It's super easy. I basically followed like how to do the little bobble stitches and where to put them, so perfect pattern. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 more. I am going to go downstairs because my dogs need to be out and be annoying. And it's 12:47, so I think it's time for them to be out, socialize, and just fight with each other. I wanted to go over the bee keychains that I ended up finishing. So this one is the first one that I made. I like the size, but I wanted it to be just slightly bigger. So I made the butt part of the bee slightly bigger. So just 1 extra row of a difference just so that they're a little bit closer to the Pickles. And then I went ahead and I decided to do the darker pink also because I didn't really look. I just kind of grabbed it. We have the 2 pink bees. So all the bees are done as well as the Pickles. Actually, I don't think I showed you. All the Pickles are done. I did already show you these ones. And then the dark green ones. It's kind of hard to see the eyes on the dark ones, at least on camera. In person, it's a little bit easier, but on camera, I feel like it's kind of hard to see the eyes. We have 8 keychains done today. Well, for right now, it's barely 3:30. I'm gonna take a break and I'm almost positive I can make the rest of the keychains that I have. I already have everything down. So again, we're just doing chickens with these 2 colors as well as strawberries. There's gonna be a normal strawberry and then a chocolate dip strawberry is what I was thinking. I am going to use velvet green yarn for the top of the strawberries, and then for the details of the chicken, I'm just gonna use the acrylic yarn that I have. I don't have thin red yarn, so I just kind of thought details could be acrylic and it'll be completely fine. Like I said, I'm gonna take maybe like an hour or so break and then get started on the rest of the keychains for today. I am quite surprised that I finished all 16 of my keychains yesterday. I truly did not think I would get through that much. I'm pretty happy and I'm quite surprised. So the ones you guys saw were the Pickles. You guys saw all the bees that I've made. So I think it's just the chicken. So I made 2 of each color, but we have just a simple brown one and then just another simple white one. Also made strawberries that I feel like are quite big, but it's fine. I'm not that big a deal. The seeds to me, I feel like are a little bit too incognito. I feel like you can't quite see them very well, so I think I might do like an off-white next time. But either way, I think they're super cute. I really do like these. And then I also made like a chocolate dipped strawberry that I also think is really cute. Again, the seeds are not very noticeable, so I might do a different color for the next set of them. Again, I'm really happy that I made all of them. Really was not expecting to do so, but it makes me very happy that I did. On today's agenda, I do plan on making some book sleeves, possibly some bookmarks, depending on how today goes. For sure, book sleeves. I think I definitely want to start with that. The only problem that I do have with that is I'm not a book person. I don't like to read. I don't care to read. It's just not something I'm into. And I only have one book. And it's this one. It's the In the Flow by, who you guy? Alyssa Vitti. I think that's how you say it. But this is the only book that I have. I do think it's a decent sized book. Like, it's not like a super thin one or a super tiny one. So I can definitely use this as a reference for my bookcases. I am thinking about stealing a couple from my sister just as more references for books. She's a very crazy book lover. She has like over 200 of them. So she can definitely help me with that. That's the only one I have. So hopefully that's good enough. I want to make maybe 2 to 3. So that's my goal for today. I'm probably more so going to make some envelope type ones. And then there's ones that literally just go over the book. And then you can either tie them up at the top or you can add a button. So I have hair in my mouth. You can add like a button to it and then chain and then like loop it onto the button. I'll show you guys. I'll put some examples somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. Again, maybe 2 to 3. I don't know if I should make them all like girly or if I should do like some neutral colors just in case some guys like the book covers. I don't know. But for sure 2 to 3 that we'll make today. So I'm gonna figure out some colors for at least the first couple and then see what we do for the last one. did end up finishing only one of the book covers last night, so this one was the one you guys saw me work on. I did go ahead and give it a cute little button, and it does have like the little loop to go like around the button. So this one is completely done. And then at my market, I went ahead and I made two more. So I have just this light baby blue as well as this lavender purple. I did go ahead and put buttons on both of them. I just need to weave in the ends and then they'll be completely done. But 3 in total for this week. I did go ahead and buy some yarn for the market bags. So I did go ahead and get the 24/7 cotton Lion brand yarn. So this is the one I got. This one is, I'm not saying that. And then I got this brown one as well. It's coming off a little darker on camera, but this one is color N. I don't know. Am I looking at the right place for the colors? I'm so confused. It says right here color N, and then down here it says that, which I don't even know. I'm not going to pronounce that whatsoever. But I went ahead and I grabbed 3 of these, which should make the large, and then 2 of these, which I'm going to make 2 smalls most likely. The pattern does call for 1 for a small and then 3 skeins for the large. So I just went ahead and grab those colors. My husband has some plans of fish shopping and possibly getting a new tank for his saltwater, so we're gonna go ahead and deal with that. I'm just gonna take all that yarn, crochet while we drive, and then that's gonna be kind of it for the day. Okay, update on the bag. We only have 1 done. I'll be honest, I'm probably only gonna do 1 for this video. It took a lot longer than I expected, honestly. It came out super cute. I really do like the size. I'm gonna keep with the smalls at first just to see how they do before I start making really big ones. So I might return some of that brown yarn that I got a couple days ago. Maybe make 1 more for this color and then 1 brown one. And again, see how they go. If they do end up selling and doing really good, I will definitely be making more colors and probably a bigger size. But right now we have 1 completely done. I did sew in all of my ends for everything. I did end up getting some fabric glue. This is the one that I used. I got it from Michael's when I picked up the yarn. This wasn't the glue that I was originally gonna get. I did get a glue when I first started crocheting that I really liked, and it was a really small bottle. But this one is machine washable, so that's another reason why I got it. So everything that I needed to weave in the ends for, I used a little bit of this and just then weaved in the ends. So everything is completely finished. I got all of these with the buttons on. So these, as well as the Boleros and the bag, all had ends that I had to weave in. I don't usually use fabric glue with my plushies because the ends go inside of the plushie and get kind of tangled within the stuffing that's in there. But because it's almost like a flat surface, it makes me a little nervous that some of the ends will just easily come out. These get washed, and I know they're gonna have to. They're gonna get dirty when people buy them and when they wear them. So just as a safety precaution, I just glued it. Hopefully with that, it should all work out. I think I'm gonna end it here for the video. I do have some more plans, more items that I want to make. I also did buy some stuff to display all of these new items. So if you are interested in that, make sure to subscribe. The next part of this video will definitely have the whole haul of everything that I got, and maybe even some that I haven't gotten yet, but I will get within the next couple weeks. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you guys guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know what you guys were working on while you were watching this video. Every single time I'm watching a video, I'm always working on something. So I'm assuming most of you guys are as well. I would love to know what you guys are making. Let me know down in the comments below, or in our lovely community. I would love to chit chat with you guys. I've been getting so many more comments lately and I absolutely love it. I love chatting with you guys. So please, even if you're a silent subscriber, let me know that you're here. I would love to meet you all and chat down below. I hope to see you guys all next week. Bye. Love ya. Mwah.